Welcome to This Explainer. Look, if you're running an e-commerce store right now, you already know the landscape has fundamentally shifted. I mean, advertising costs on platforms like Meta and TikTok have absolutely skyrocketed since 2022. But hey, here's the good news. The blueprint for success hasn't disappeared, it's just evolved. Today, we're putting on our consultant hats and walking step by step through the ultimate 2026 guide to dropshipping advertising. We're going to completely transform the way you acquire, convert, and retain your customers. Okay, let's dive right into this. I've got to ask you, and I want you to answer honestly. Are you still out there searching for that one magical viral TikTok or Facebook ad that's going to instantly build your business? Because, frankly, we need to shatter that illusion right here, right now. With climbing CPMs and just fierce competition in 2026, the idea that a single winning ad can sustain a whole dropshipping business, it's an absolute myth. Honestly, it's a cash-burning trap. You see, the old 2019 method was basically spray and pray. You'd throw budget at paid ads and just hope to strike gold with one viral hit. But today's most successful dropshippers are doing something completely different. They're building a resilient, multi-channel marketing ecosystem. The new reality dictates that you aren't just buying traffic anymore. You're actually guiding a potential buyer through a very specific, deliberate journey. So, here is our roadmap for today. We'll start by looking at the 2026 dropshipping reality, break down the 3 pillars of profitability, and master paid traffic engines. Then we'll get into organic growth and retention, avoiding costly marketing mistakes. And finally, we'll wrap up with a solid 90-day success plan. We're moving logically from the big picture macro strategy all the way down to micro execution. Section 1, the 2026 dropshipping reality. The core of this new reality is simple, but yeah, it's a bit intimidating. The average customer now requires 6 to 8 touch points before making a purchase. Just think about the logic here. One ad click, it's simply no longer enough to build that necessary trust and urgency. Survival in 2026 requires a highly coordinated dance. Your paid ads, retargeting campaigns, automated email sequences, and your authentic social proof, they all need to work together in perfect harmony to close that sale. Moving on to Section 2, 3 pillars of profitability. I want you to think about this setup like a high-performance vehicle. Step 1, traffic acquisition. That's your fuel. This includes your paid ads and your organic content. Step 2, conversion optimization. Well, that's the engine itself. We're talking site speed and user experience. And Step 3, customer retention, is the maintenance, like your email flows and loyalty programs. Now, in the beginning, you're going to spend most of your effort on the fuel, but once you're stabilized, your effort should really shift to a mature 40-40-20 split across these 3 areas. So the absolutely crucial point here is knowing your limits, which brings us to this number, 25 to 35%. This is your maximum break-even customer acquisition cost, given typical dropshipping margins. Let's frame this pragmatically, right? If you're selling a $50 product, your absolute maximum budget to acquire that customer is between $12.50 and $17.50. If you're spending more than that to get a single sale, your engine is burning fuel way too fast and you're going to stall out for sure. All right, Section 3, mastering paid traffic engines. Now, what's really interesting about this breakdown is how you allocate your testing dollars, usually around $20 to $50 a day. You have to be strategic. Meta ads remain the absolute workhorse for broad niches, utilizing that algorithmic targeting with CPMs between $3 and $8. But if you've got a highly visual impulse buy product, say in that $15 to $75 range, TikTok is your playground with slightly lower CPMs. And if you're selling a higher ticket item where people are actively researching, Google Ads is exactly where you capture that high intent traffic, boasting incredible 5 to 10% conversion rates. But hey, remember our engine analogy? All that paid traffic fuel is completely useless without a strong engine. You've got to fix slow sites immediately. Your theme literally needs to load in under 3 seconds. And check out this staggering statistic. Adding video content to your product pages leads to a 64% higher purchase rate. That's massive. You have to demand excellence from your landing pages. Scrap those generic supplier descriptions, slap on some trust badges, and put high-quality videos front and center. Next up, Section 4, organic growth and retention. That's to find the holy grail of organic content right now, UGC, or user-generated content. Consumers in 2026 are highly skeptical of polished, studio-quality ads. Raw, native-feeling content massively outperforms high production value. Seriously, you need real customer photos, short testimonials, and those highly relatable problem solution videos. And you can source this stuff pretty easily by setting up post-purchase email flows asking for reviews or by partnering up with micro-influencers. And speaking of email, check out this staggering statistic. $68. That is the average return for every single dollar spent on email marketing. I mean, wow. This is exactly why having cart abandonment emails, a strong welcome series, and post-purchase follow-ups are simply non-negotiable. It is by far the cheapest and most effective way to hit those 6 to 8 touch points we talked about earlier. All right, Section 5, avoiding costly marketing mistakes. And this brilliantly illustrates one of the fastest ways to just burn your budget in a dumpster: manual dropshipping. Imagine paying top dollar for ads only to send traffic to an out-of-stock product. It's a total disaster, right? Instead, you really need automation software like eSync. By automating real-time stock monitoring, auto-ordering, and tracking sync, you completely prevent those disastrous ad spends. Plus, you free up your valuable time to actually focus on your marketing strategy. Let's quickly run through a few more of these landmines you absolutely must avoid. The biggest existential risk to your business is relying 90% on paid ads. One algorithm change or a sudden account ban on Meta or TikTok, and poof, your business disappears overnight if you don't have an organic backup. Do not ignore email list building from day one. Do not send expensive traffic to a sluggish product page. Stop using generic supplier descriptions, and whatever you do, never neglect customer feedback. Authentic social proof is everything. Finally, Section 6, the 90-day success plan. Let's look at how this execution actually builds chronologically. Days 1 to 30, that's your foundation phase. Your only goal here is that very first sale. You're optimizing your store, setting up analytics, and launching tiny $10 to $20 test ads. Then, days 31 to 60 is validation. Here, you're diving into the data to find winners, starting your retargeting for cart abandoners, and building out those emails. The goal? A break-even return on ad spend. Finally, days 61 to 90 is scaling. You increase the budgets on your winning campaigns by 20 to 30%, add a secondary channel like Google or organic SEO, and drive towards true profitability. I want to leave you with this really provocative thought as we wrap things up today. Are you building a brand, or are you just buying clicks? Because the real winners in the 2026 dropshipping landscape, they don't just flip products. They build real ecosystems, they capture emails, they generate authentic UGC, and they build true brand equity. I challenge you to look at your current strategy and start building that ecosystem today. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.